everyone. Myself Prayak Patel, working as Assistant Professor in IT/ICT Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now in today's video lecture, I will discuss about the next unit of the graph theory and combinatorics. Unit number 5, the principle of inclusion and exclusion. So in today's lecture, we discuss about what is the principle of inclusion and exclusion and introduction of the principle of inclusion and exclusion. So first thing is, in principle of inclusion and exclusion, first we understand what is the logic. So basically we already know the set A, B, C like this. So in this set we have to perform the operation like A union B, A intersection B, A intersection C, B intersection C like this. So this figure represent the different combination of set A, B and C. So see here, in combinatorics, a branch of mathematics and inclusion-exclusion principle is a counting technique which generalizes the familiar method of obtaining the number of elements in the union of two finite sets. So here specifically we can say that the union of the two sets like A and B. So A union B equal to A plus B minus A intersection B. Here we represent all the things in form of mode. That means number of element available in a set. So A union B mode, that means the number of element in A union B equal to number of element in A plus number of element in B. Now when we include number of element in A plus number of element in B, that means some element are repeated, because in A and B, for example, one element is common, so one element is repeated two times. That's why we have to subtract the combination of this, means subtract the A intersection B from the addition of A union B. So here mode A, that means number of element in A plus number of element in B minus number of element in A and B both. So it is called the general way of the inclusion and exclusion. So here for the three set A, B and C, we can say that for the three set we use the A union B union C like number of element in A plus number of element in B plus number of element in C minus here combination of two element like A intersection B minus B intersection C minus A intersection C. Now here add the third component as A intersection B intersection C. So this is a formula for the three set. Previous formula A union B represent for only two sets. If we want to find for three set A union B union C, then use this formula. Now this is a simple formula for find the inclusion and exclusion. Now understand this thing using the example. So here let S represent the set of 100 students enrolled in the freshman engineering program at the central college. Then mode S equal to 100. That means total 100 students available in this college. Now let C1 and C2 denote the following conditions or properties satisfied by the sum of the element of S. That means C1 and C2 consider as some condition C1 satisfying this particular condition C1, and this is a resultant set from S. Now C2 is also another condition and C2 satisfied condition, then this is a consider another set for the S. Now here understand what is the condition C1 and what is the condition C2. Now here C1 means a student at the central college is among the 100 students in this freshman engineering program and is enrolled in the freshman composition. So here this student C1 student arrange or C1 student and enrolled in the particular freshman composition program. So here C1 means enrolled student of the freshman composition. Now C2. C2 means enrolled student in introduction to economics. So C1 means enrolled student in freshman composition. C2 means enrolled student in introduction to economics. So these two C1 and C2 consider the condition for the student S. Now from the C1 and C2, here we represent the NC1, NC2, NC1, C2 like this. Now what is the meaning of NC1? NC1, that means number of student available in C1. NC2, that means number of students satisfying the condition C2. NC1, C2, that means number of students satisfy the condition C1 and C2. So C1, C2, that means they satisfy or enroll in both the program is considered as a NC1, C2. And NC1-C2, that means no enrolled student in any program is considered the NC1-C2. Now see here in this example. Suppose that 35 of the 100 students are enrolled in the freshman composition and 30 students enrolled in the introduction to economics. So what is the NC1? NC1 equal to 35, NC2 equal to 30. Now here if 9 of the 100 students are enrolled in both the components, freshman composition and economics, introduction to economics. So NC1, C2, NC1 and C2, that means 9. Now from this 3 value we can find the next value. So we have already value is like this. Now here NC1 dash, what is the meaning of NC1 dash? NC1 dash means the student who are not taking the freshman composition. So it is equal to n minus NC1. So here we can find the value as 100 minus 35 equal to 65. Now same way we can find the NC2 dash, that means no enrolled the student in number of students not enrolled in the second composition economics. So here NC2 dash equal to n minus NC2. So 100 minus 30 equal to 70. Now next is the number who are taking the freshman composition and who are not taking the introduction to economics. That means they enroll in the C1 but not enroll in the C2. It is called the NC1 C2 dash is equal to NC1 minus NC1 C2 is equal to 35 minus 9 equal to 26. Now same way we have to find the NC1 dash C2. That means opposite of the previous one. Not enrolled in the C1 but enrolled in the C2. So equation is NC2 minus NC1 C2 is equal to 30 minus 9 equal to 21. So this is a different value for this. Now here we already find the value of NC1, NC2, then NC1 dash C2, NC2 C1 dash like this. Now who are taking neither freshman composition nor introduction to economics, that is they are not taking the any course. Okay, so for that we can say that this represented by NC1 dash into C2 dash. That means NC1 dash C2 dash find using the previous all equation. So our one equation is NC1 dash equal to NC1 dash C2 plus NC1 dash C2 dash. So we rearrange this equation, then we will get the NC1 dash C2 dash equal to NC1 dash minus NC1 dash C2. So 65 minus 21 equal to 44 because we have already all the values. So result is 44. Now here the process of this finding the value not enrolled in any course is considered as a 44. So here NC1 dash C2 dash is equal to, already we defined the equation, but we generalize this equation in another form is like NC1 dash C2 dash equal to NC1 dash minus NC1 dash C2. So here we write or rewrite this equation, then n minus NC1 minus NC2 minus N C1 C2. From the NC1 dash and NC1 dash C2 equation we find this equation, and final equation is like n minus NC1 plus NC2 plus N C1 C2. So originally first n component is considered as all the elements without any condition. Then next one is all the individual condition, NC1 plus NC2, that means C1 condition individually, C2 condition individually, and third component is N C1 C2, that means both the conditions C1 and C2. So this is a common way for representing, and same way we can find the same value as a 44, though those are not registered in any course. So here NC1 dash into C2 dash is not same as the NC1 C2 dash, because here N C1 C2 dash equal to n minus NC1 C2 is equal to 100 minus 9 equal to 99, and N C1 dash C2 dash is equal to 44. So both are the different, not same. Understand this point. Now after that we already discussed the three component or two value C1 and C2, two conditions C1 and C2 in previous example. Now in example number 2 we already considered the condition C1 and C2. Now we add one another condition C3 in this example. So what is the condition C3? C3 is a student at Central College is among the 100 students in the freshman engineering program and is enrolled in the fundamental of the computer programming. So here third C3 means student enrolled in fundamentals of computer programming. So it is a C3. Now we have already value of the C1, C2, then NC1, C2 is already available. Now what is the NC3? Number of students enrolled in the fundamentals of computer programming is NC3 equal to 30. Now also NC1, C3 equal to 11, NC2, C3 equal to 10, NC1, C2, C3 equal to 5. Now these all are the value already given. So meaning of the NC1, C2, C3, that means 5. So 5 students enroll in all the 3 programs C1, C2 and C3. Now N C1 days, C2 days, C3 days equal to equation according to our previous equation we can write first is N, then N minus NC1 plus NC2 plus N3 C3 because we have a 3 different condition. Now after that combination of 2 elements. So for example NC1 C2 plus NC1 C3 plus NC2 C3 minus all the 3 combinations C1 C2 C3. So NC1 C2 C3. Now here put the value of N, NC1, NC2, NC3 all the values and we will get the result equal to 30. That means 30 students are not enrolled in any program. C1 days, C2 days, C3 days means not enrolled in any program. So here we have to find the another value like for example NC3 days. Then what is the value of NC3 days? N minus NC3. So 100 minus 30 equal to 70. Next is NC1 days, C3 days is equal to N minus NC1 plus NC3 plus NC1 C3. So these all are the formulas for finding the value and resultant value equal to 46. And last one is a NC2 days, C3 days is equal to N minus NC2 plus NC3 plus NC2 C3 is equal to 50. So this is a example number 2. Now in example number 3, we have already 3 conditions available according to our previous 2 example. So C1, C2 and C3 are same condition according to previous example. Now we add the one another condition C4. Now what is the C4 condition? C4 is a student at the Central College in among the 100 students in the freshman engineering program and is enrolled in the introduction to design. So introduction to design student consider as a C4. Now for that we have a value of C1, C2, C3 is already available. Now first write the equation for the 4 element. N C1 days, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days. That means not enrolled student in any course is called the N C1 days, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days. Now common equation is first we write the N means without any condition represent the N. Then we put the negative sign second component as a minus NC1 plus NC2 plus NC3 plus NC4. So individually all the 4 conditions is the second part. Now third part combination of 2 conditions, that means 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 2 3, 2 4, 3 4. Here C1 4 is equal to C4 1. So no need to write 2 times. So simply we can say that all the combination of 2 element using this 4 element 1 2 3 4 is like this. So these all are the added. Now after that next condition is minus NC1 C2 C3 plus NC1 C2 C4 plus NC1 C3 C4 plus NC2 C3 C4. So these all the component subtracted because here sign is first is plus then minus then plus then minus like this. So here combination of 3 element out of this 4 element. So these all are the subtracted. Now last is plus NC1 C2 C3 C4. That means addition of all the condition apply C1 C2 C3 C4. So this is our value example number 3. Now here we have already value of NC1 NC2 NC3 like this. So consider all this value are available for us. Now for the C4 given value is like NC4 equal to 41, NC1 C4 equal to 13, C2 C4 equal to 14, C3 C4 equal to 10, C1 C2 C4 equal to 6, C1 C3 C4 equal to 6, C2 C3 C4 equal to 6, and C1 C2 C3 C4 equal to 4. So using this value, we have to find the n C1 days, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days. So n equal to 100 minus 35 plus 30 plus 30 plus 41 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 10 plus 40 plus 10 minus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4. So final result equal to 12. Now value of the final answer n C1 days, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days equal to 12. That means 12 students are not taking any of the 4 courses. So it is called the answer of the n C1 days, C2 days, C3 days and C4 days. Now here if we want to find the some another values, if we are interested in the number are taking freshman composition but not of the other 3 courses, then it is called the n C1, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days. So how we can find? So equation for the n C2 days, C3 days, C4 days equal to n C1, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days plus n C1 days, C2 days, C3 days and C4 days. So here we change the first term like n C1, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days equal to n C1 days, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days minus n C1, C2, C3, C4 days. So here we have equation is like this. So put the value of both the equation and we find the value as a 27. So here 27 is value for the n C2 days, C3 days and C4 days. So what is the value of n C1, C2 days, C3 days, C4 days? So 27 minus 12 is equal to 15. So 15 students are satisfying this condition included in C1 but not included in C2, C3 and C4. So this is a third example how we can find the value. So in this lecture we discuss about the what is the inclusion and what is the exclusion. In our next video lecture we discuss about the main theorem of the inclusion and exclusion, means principle of inclusion exclusion. Thank you for watching this video.